Hello, and thank you for my welcome to my stream. This is my video for Dragon's Quest Builder, chapter number 4. It's going to be episode number 2, and it's going to be for the challenges. I've already completed everything on this chapter except for the challenges that I purposely did not do. And I have not killed Dragon Lord yet, because that is one of the challenges that I am going to show you. So, let me go ahead and explain the challenges for you real quick. I've already completed these on other playthroughs. I'm going ahead and doing this for this broadcast though. Your first challenge for beating this chapter 4 is complete your chapter within 30 days, and that's not 30 real days, that's 30 game days. It has a day and night cycle in it, so you have to basically not sleep with your character, which in this chapter it forces you to sleep once, so that's like right at the beginning. It doesn't hurt or affect it as long as you don't go to sleep a bunch of times. Alright. The second thing you're going to have to do is build your base to level 4. That is not a hard accomplishment, and you'll most likely do it on accident. Just trying to build your base or make it look better. All you got to do is put decorations in your rooms or build new rooms inside the base. That's a fairly simple one. The third one we'll go over is gonna be the final one I show you, because that actually beats the game. And you have to defeat the Dragon Lord without wearing the legendary armor for that challenge. Which the legendary armor includes only 2 pieces of equipment. It includes the auroral armor and the hero shield. So you cannot wear either of those 2 pieces. Most people throw on like full plate armor or something like that. I just go with no armor, sword, and rings only on my challenge for it. And I've already completed it once before, so I know I can do it. It just may take me a try or 2, but we'll see. And that's all you have to do for that challenge, is defeat the Dragon Lord without having them in your inventory. So you cannot actually have them in your bags. You have to literally put them in your colossal coffer, not accessible to you at all. Because if they are in your bag or in your coffer, it won't give you the credit for that challenge. I actually had to redo my challenge on it before, because you don't get the challenge if you just have them unequipped. They have to be placed inside the colossal coffer where you can't access them unless you go to town. Alright. With that said, we'll go on to the 4th challenge, which is going to be show a verdant vision to a certain someone. Which that certain someone is the king of all of the little globs. Basically one of those king globs. You're gonna find 3 little small globs on top of big huge monument in the different areas. I will show you where all of those are at, and you have to show them a flower, a certain type of flower, to get their visions, and then you have to combine all of their visions into a verdant vision that you bring to the king glob, which you can only get to the king glob once you have your rainbow drop, because he is in the area where you're going to head towards the final fight for the Dragon Lord. So I will also show you that. and that also will get you that challenge. You just have to craft that vision and show it to them. And the final challenge for this chapter is find the Sword of Ruin. You don't want to equip it. I know when I show you this, a lot of people like to actually try to equip it to see what they look like. The Sword of Ruin is a cursed piece of armor. It is very awesome. It is very creepy to your villagers because it has a cursed aura to it. But the bad part about that curse is you cannot take them off. They have to literally, you have to wear them out durability wise before they will remove. You cannot remove that equipment. You cannot unequip it because of the curse. So we are only finding the Sword of the Ruin. We are not actually equipping any of them. And that's all you have to do is find the Sword of Ruin for the challenge. So I will go ahead and show you where those are. And let's go ahead and start our chapter challenge. I'm going to load it from where we just left off on episode 1. And that is right here. We had just defeated the second battle series, and we are on the final quest for going to the Dragon Lord's lair and defeating the Dragon Lord. So we are at the end of the chapter, but what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and start on all of the challenges. So building your base to level 4, we haven't done that on this. I will work on that last. Well, not last, before I kill the Dragon Lord for you. What we're going to do is work on the Sword of Ruin first. I know that's the last challenge, but it's the closest. So we're going to do that first. What we're going to do is we're going to go back to our old portal over here, where you first start. You're going to go back into that portal, and you're going to be going into the mountains. So, from this portal, where you start, I'll show you on the map. You have the mountains right here. What you're going to do is you're going to go to these mountains right up here and head in a southwest direction. You're going to climb onto these mountains and keep following them. Let me grab some blocks out real quick so I don't have to just scale it. I'm going to take the shortcut up the mountain. I'm grabbing some blocks from my bag real quick. There we go. Alright, now that we're on top of the mountain, I'll show you where you were. Right here, you're just going to the mountain, headed in a southwest direction. Now you're basically not going to be going south, you're going to be going more west than anything. And you will see two lights in the distance on top of this mountain. You see the torches from here? I know it's a little faint, but that's where we're headed. So, let's get in our trusty mobile and get a little speed boost, and then we're gonna head to the light. Always heading to the light. And right here you'll see that it's just two torches and a blocked off area and a sign. We're gonna read the sign. Tantagel Sanctuary. Alright, here's the Tantagel Sanctuary. We're going to break into it and go downstairs. Now in here is where you will find your final challenge for finding your Sword of Ruin. So what you're going to do first is it's got a series of combinations and locks. You're going to be going around. Go immediately to the right when you come in from those steps. I went left. You're going to go right. And you're going to come over here to this secret wall. You can tell because it's different color than everything else. Alright. Once you break through this wall, you will find the first part of your clues. So I'm going to switch to my Sword of Kings, and we're going to kill this skeleton. These skeletons are important because they drop something you're going to need. It's an iron key. And those keys unlock the next part of this area. Now we got one key right here. We're going to unlock the cell with that key. And you've got these guys. You don't even have to fight them, really. Just grab the chest. And the first one you'll get is the Thanatos' Shield. As I was explaining earlier, some people will want to try it on to see what it looks like. Don't do that. Do not do that. Because if you do, you're stuck with it until it breaks. Because they are it is a cursed set of armor, and that is a part of the curse. They're not removable. You can't unequip them. The only way to get rid of them is for them to break. So you'll have to sit there and take a lot of damage until they finally break. Alright, now that we've got that first Thanatos' Shield, the other skeleton is right here. You're going to kill him and get your second key. Alright, you take this second key, and then you're going to walk around, and you'll also see a stack of boxes that don't belong. Go through the stack of boxes. You don't have to. It's just a shortcut back to your primary door. Then you're going to go straight like we did when I first walked in, instead of to the right. You'll see this door with a lock on it. That's where you're going next with your key. It'll have the two banners, and it is a magic door. You use your key on that door, and you go inside to the next part of this dungeon. You'll see a wall here. You can break it down because it does look different than everything else. Right here is why it looks different than everybody else. That's where you're going when you get your first key. We don't need to go there. We need to get our keys first, which means you're going to find your special skeletons to drop your 2 keys for this section. All in all, I think there's 3 sections. So you'll need a total of basically 6 keys. So you'll see the next door that you're going to be progressing through with your second key right here on your left. Pass it, because we haven't gotten to the skeletons with our keys yet. You're going to go to the man far left on this one. And behind these crates, there's one of our skeletons right there. That's key number 1. And then you're going to go right around the corner, and key number 2 is right here. Alright, once you get this key, you have your 2 keys for this set. And then you can go back to that secret wall I already just showed you, where the blocks did not look the same. And we're going to unlock this key to get the chest on the other side. Let me go ahead and put those keys in my inventory real quick. There it is. Alright, there's the key. We're going to unlock that cell door with it. Open it up, and you should have a guard in there. You don't have to fight the guards. You can just open the chest and get what's in there. That second chest that we just opened gives you something called the Whaler's Mail. Again, that is a part of the cursed set. Don't be one of the people that tries to equip it. Because when you do, this cursed set cannot be removed until it is broken. So you will be stuck with it until it breaks. So you'll literally have to take a lot of hits and damage until that armor breaks to remove it. So once you get that Whaler's Mail, I'll show you it here in the inventory, equipment. Right there, the first box we got was the Thanatos Shield. And the second the second piece is the Whaler's Mail, which is the armor, cursed armor to go with the Thanatos Shield. And the third piece is going to be our Sword of Ruin for your chapter challenge. Alright, so we're going to take that second key and unlock the second magic door. To progress to our next area, you'll notice that these blocks are basically blocking your way. Just knock them out of the way. They're just covering up the steps is all they're doing. Alright, you'll see a well. You'll see your next locked door that you've got to get your keys for. That's where we will be going. But for now, we have to go right to find our keys. You'll see all of these decorations, and you're going to keep following it. There should be some skeletons, not in this one, but the next one. And there's your fake wall right here. Once you go through that fake wall, you can go through either wall, but that's where it wants you to go through. Their first skeleton is right there. Alright, kill him, get your key, and then you look for your second skeleton. Go down the tunnel, around. You can use your first key there, but I'm going to grab my second key before I go into there to get the item. That item is not part of the cursed set. It is the Ring of Criticality, which is basically something you'll definitely want on the Dragon Lord's fight. I'll show you, explain that to you once I pick it up. Alright, the other guy was right there behind that pillar. Now we have both keys. We'll put them in our inventory again because it keeps throwing stuff in there. Go ahead and put this key in there. And then we're going to go back over here to get our next prize from the chest with the first key. And your second key unlocks the next door. Alright, you have another guardian of the chest. You don't have to kill him. I will anyways. Alright, in this third chest, you will get your Ring of Criticality. I'm going to go ahead and put that on right now. That is not a cursed piece of gear like the other two are. go ahead and go to your equipment. You'll see the other two. Ring of Criticality is a ring that brings out the best in its bearer. Increases critical hit rate, and that's why you want to have it on. I'm going to remove those shoes I have, because all they do is take off half of my fall damage. I'd rather have increased hit rate than fall damage anyways. So, combined with my Ring of Strength and the Ring of Criticality, I get a +5 attack extra to my hits, and a higher chance to critical hit, which makes you deal a whole lot more damage. So now once you get that, just go to your next door set, which is back through this wall. You're going to go back around. Back to where the well was, and you'll see that magic door with the lock on it. Go ahead and unlock it, and that's our final door for this dungeon. But you're gonna have to come around here. You will have to get more keys in this section, but it's not for the same thing. It's just for the final piece that has the door. Alright, actually you don't need the keys. There it is right there. Right around the corner you've got this red aberrant knight and the throne. That's how you know you've found your destination. Go ahead and kill him real quick. He's not hard. And there is a book there. You can read the book. You don't have to. I'm going to read it, so that way you have your warning. I'll go ahead and read it now. The pages of the journal are covered in large scratchy writing. Larock turns to the last entry. Wherefore doth his majesty refuse us? This may be our last chance to turn the tables against the Dragon Lord's armies. And yet, in this unfathomable foolishness, he doth refuse to take advantage of the powers we have unearthed. 'Tis ever the king's prerogative to give short shrift to that he doth not understand. But by this ill-timed instringence, I fear he hath doomed. The rest of the pages have been torn away, so Larock can't really read any further. Alright, that's your warning on the weapon. Once you open your chest, you get another message. Larock hears an unsettling voice inside his head. Turn back before it's too late. Sully not thy hands with this accursed item, lest thou be sorry. Even shouldst thou use its power to drive out the Dragon Lord, the curse will return upon thine head 1,000-fold. Turn back, I prithee, turn back, turn back. The strange voice falls silent. When Larock comes to his senses, he finds a bizarrely shaped sword in his equipment bag. Larock obtains a sword of ruin. And that right there is your chapter challenge achievement. Obtaining the Sword of Ruin. You don't need to equip it. Again, don't equip it. If you're going to equip them, go back to sound, save your game, and then equip them after you've saved it. because you can't take it off once you put it on. And I will show you what that is real quick. You go to your equipment bag, and we have another piece of equipment in here called Sword of Ruin. It's a weapon, an unwieldy weapon with a strange and sinister shape. Attack plus 50, and it emits an ominous aura, which means it's cursed. You put it on, you can't equip it. It has to break. And they do have durability ratings, so they will break eventually. You just can't remove them until they break. Alright, once you grab that sword from the chest, you have completed your 5th chapter challenge for obtaining the Sword of the Ruin. Then you just come back through the door and go back up the steps and basically make your way back out of this place. Alright. Alright, and here's the exit right here where we, well, the entrance where we came from. Once you've grabbed that, you are done with this portion. But you are not done in this area yet. So, we go on to our next part, which is your challenge for showing someone special a verdant vision. For this, we are going to just go ahead and start right here where we're at. You're going to look for, on the mountains, a specific shape and size. I'm just going to go ahead and use this as a base. It's not overpassed. There's nothing over here, but there's basically desolation. That's all that's over there. But what you're looking for the next chapter challenge from the exit of this Sword of Ruin, which your entrance is, yeah, right there. Okay. You're looking for a slime block monument. Really? Alright. I need to eat some food. Do I have a cook fire on me? No. No, I do not. Alright, well, I'll have to actually go back to the town to make some food. So we'll show you where that verdant vision is from the town, because I have to make some food real quick. And then we'll start on the verdant vision chapter portion of it. And it looks like my townspeople made me some food. Alright, there's that. I'm gonna make myself a fried egg and some food as well. Alright, so now that I've got some food, we're gonna go to the next portion of the challenge, the verdant vision. And we're gonna go ahead and go back to that green portal and go to the first one. I do need to make sure I have the required things, though. I am missing a purple flower, so I need to go get one before I know, because I don't remember which one is which. So I need to go grab a purple flower first before we do this, and build a shovel, just in case I mess up on placement. there's a shovel. Alright. Now that we've got a shovel, we need... You put me to sleep. Alright. Now that we've got a shovel, we can go ahead and go to our next part. I'm gonna go kill one of those little bats, blue bats that drop the purple flower, I think it is. So that way we have one of each color at least. Because you will need a yellow flower, you will need a white flower, and you will need purple flowers. Because you have to show these slimes visions of something beautiful to get their visions. Alright, there's one. There's our purple flower. I'm gonna get a second one just in case we need two. Ooh, I got a crit for 119 off of that. Nice. Nice crit for 63. Another crit for 63. Where's all the little bats? Oh, there's one over there. Alright. Need more of these little bats. There it is. Alright, we got two of those purple flowers now. So now that we've got at least one of every type, I'm going to grab a second white one just in case. I need a skull. Where's the skull? Not skeleton. There's some skulls. You can purify the skulls, they represent the white flowers. When purified, but unpurified, they look like a skull on the end. Instead of petals, though, we need to use the shovel and have an actual flower. I gotta equip that shovel. Alright, there's our first milk blossom bud, and we'll grab this other one. There it is. Alright, so we got two white, two purple, or whatever color that is, pink, and two yellow. Well, we got three yellow. Now, the second one is actually in this land, and I've already passed it up, but I'm going to show you it second, because it's actually the second one of these slimes. The first one is in that first portal where you first come into the chapter. So we're going there now. Now that we have the flowers that we need. You can actually... No, you can't see it from here. I'd have to get closer to the mountains. But we're going to the first one. And this is where you get your first vision from. From your portal drop, instead of going southwest like you did for the Sword of Ruin, you're not going to this mountain. You are going like you did in the beginning to where you found your holy water. So, you're going to be heading northeast. And you'll know you found what you're looking for because you'll see like a slime block formation. That's what you're looking for. Oh, not my shovel. But you should be able to see something formed that looks like a slime's head. Really? It's not on that side, so we'll check the other side of the mountain. This side? Nope. It may have been on the other side just before. What you're looking for is the big head of a slime. And it's not on this side, so that means it's on the mountains over here. There it is, right there. You can see it like a big slime right there on top of the mountain with the face. That's what you're looking for your Verdant Vision challenge. So what you'll do is you'll go to the top of the mountain. Alright, and once you get to the top of that slime's face, on top of the mountain, there's going to be a little slime up on top. Just knock him down, and knock him down again, and you can just talk to him on your level. Once you talk to this slime, he's going to ask you for something. Slurp, hello human. Have you come up here to see the view too? Apparently, this world used to be really pretty, but it's not anymore. I've never seen anything pretty before. Have you, human? Yes. And what does pretty mean? And you can show by that little box he has over what he is wanting you to show him. Right now, he is wanting you to show him the white flower, which is the milk blossom bud. So, we'll go into our bags. That's why we made sure we had some. We got a milk blossom bud right here. You can either use it from these, or you can dig up some of those flowers and give him those. We have a milk blossom bud right here, so what we're going to do is take one out, swap right here, and hand him one of these milk blossom buds. When you hand him it, "Is this pretty?" he says. You talk to him again after handing it to him, and he gives you something different. "Gowee! The petals are so white and the leaves are so green. This flower is really, really pretty. I can only imagine how pretty the whole world used to look when it was covered in them." The rock obtains a clouded memory, and you're going to get 3 of these. It takes 3 clouded memories to make your verdant vision for that chapter challenge quest. So, your first one is right here at this little glob, and your starting drop portal is directly behind you, so you actually wanted to just go directly south, looking for the face on the mountain. Alright, once you have that, you go back to your town, and we will go to the second one of those faces. Alright, from your portal drop, you're going to want to follow the mountain, which actually I think I went the wrong way for the mountain. Yeah, from that portal drop, you're going to want to go this direction towards the mountain. And we're going to be looking for the slime's head on this mountain, which it's not on this section of the mountain, so we're going to go back towards the base, following the mountain, and you're looking for the same slime's head you looked for before. It's a little hard to see it at night time though, so you're better off finding it with your map from above. Alright, what you're going to do is follow your mountain, and eventually on one of the mountains you will see the slime's head. Alright, and it's actually on the second mountain where we got all our gold deposits up from. So you'll head south, northwest from your town, and if you look directly above me, you should see, right there on top of the mountain, you see that funny shaped glob with a face right on the side of the mountain. It's harder to see it at night, but it's there. Right there above me. See the big smiley face? It's there for a reason. It's part of your chapter challenge. Alright, so once you find that smiley face, you're going to go ahead and go to the top. Alright, once you get to the top, just do the same thing, knock him down to your level, and then just talk to him. And this is an orange glob. So, go ahead and hit your talk. And this is going to ask for a different flower. Slurp, my granddad told me something. He said this world used to be really bright and sunny. What does sunny mean, human? Slurp. Alright, he wants to see something sunny. And if you look at his little caption, he is wanting to see a yellow flower. So instead of the white, we are going to our bag and we are going to grab out one of our yellow flowers. I don't have one of them already grown, so we're going to take this daffodilly bud and we're going to plant it and then shovel it up into a flower form. So we're going to swap that out with our milk blossom plant and throw some of this stuff in the bank because it's getting in my way. Well, I need to block stuff. Alright. Now that we've got that, we're going to go ahead and plant it once our guy wakes up from whatever put me to sleep. And we're going to plant it real quick. Just right here. Grab our shovel. You have to have a shovel if you're doing it this way. And then we're going to shovel up that plant to turn it into a daffodilly we can hand him. Alright, now that we have a daffodilly, give it to the little slime, and he changes his story. Ooh, is this what the sun looks like? It's so small, but it's really gorgeous. I wish the whole world could be as sunny as this little flower, just like it used to be. Huh. And Larock obtains a clouded memory. Alright, that is clouded memory number 2. Alright, and I can show you. Here's the first one we got. And we'll just go ahead and put them both down here. Just take that out and it'll show us 2 of 2 clouded memories. You need 3 of 3 to craft a verdant vision. Alright, so for our third memory, we have to go through our red teleportal. So I'm just going to drive back to town real quick. Oh, we passed the thing. There we go. Alright, once you go back into the town, we're going to take our red teleportal. It's the only one you have. Alright. Once you go to the red teleportal, you're going to be looking for the same thing. You're going to be looking for the big slime face on the top of the mountain. Now this slime is above the desert area, if I remember correctly. So directly in front of you from the portal drop, you have the desert area, and there it goes. You see the big smiley face on top of the mountain? The slime smiley face floating in the sky? That is our goal. So now that you can see that, you're going to go up. Alright, once you get to this one, you notice that it's a gray slime. So what we're going to do is switch back to our thing, knock him down to our level, and then we can talk to him. Slurp, I know. You know. This world used to be covered in green grass and lovely pink flowers as far as the eye could see. But now there's nothing but ice and ash. Where did all the flowers go? And if you can see from his caption right above his head, he is wanting to see a pink flower, which is why we killed those bats. So, I'm going to go ahead and, since we don't have an actual pink flower, we're going to take those buds that the bats dropped, which are right here, the coral lily buds. We're going to take that out. We're going to plant one real quick and dig it up with our shovel. There's your pink flower. Now you get the shovel and pick it up. That gives us our first coral lily. And we're going to hand this coral lily to the slime. Then he'll talk to us differently. Alright. Is this one of those lovely pink flowers? It's so lovely and so pink. I wish I could look as lovely as this slurp. If the world was full of flowers, they'd all be reflected in my shining body, and I'd look great. The way things are now, I just look gray. Alright, and we have clouded memory number 3. Alright, now that you have 3 clouded memories, you can craft a verdant vision, but you have to figure out you need to make one first. So, you actually have to do this in a 2-part. You have to use your rainbow drop to travel to the King Goo, find out he wants a verdant memory, and then you have to go back to the town and craft one. Or carry your diviner station with you, and then you don't have to make a second trip. Alright, so we'll go ahead and do that now. Let me put my rainbow drop on. We can put all of this stuff away. Well, I'll take that out. There we go. Alright, there's our rainbow drop. We've got our clouded memories, 3 of them. And what we're going to do is use this rainbow drop. And it asks you if you want to travel to the Dragon Lord's Island. Yes, you do. We're not fighting the Dragon Lord yet. We are going to just go ahead and get our chapter challenge done first. The first time you go to his island with the rainbow drop, the Dragon Lord himself will talk to you. So thou art come to meet me at last, Larok. Thou art who art blessed with the power of creation. Come to my castle. I await thee there. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. Alright. Now that you've gone to use your rainbow drop and go to the Dragon Lord's Island, we are going to follow this path. And you will look on your map once you get through right here where you see a gated area. And you don't have to go through the gate. What we're going to do is look at your map, and if you look right there, a big old slime right in the mountain right above that gate. You're going to go up. Not with my shovel though. Alright, you go up the mountain, and you can see that slime looks different. It's got a crown on it, and a big, humongous king glob at the top. So, what we're going to do is we're going to go up to the king. I make actual stairs to this one because usually you'll make 2 trips. Alright, once you get to there, just go ahead and get up to him. And then once you get to him, you should be able to talk to him. Oh, it's you, the one who wants to make this world go back to the way it used to be. It doesn't matter how powerful you think you are, you'll never be able to do it. Give up, builder. Compared to the Dragon Lord's dark powers, your building skills are useless. The slime of man is over. You must accept that fact, no matter how sad it might be. So very sad, and when you talk to him the first time, you figure out something. How to make something called a verdant vision. And it is a special hillside picture of a green grassy meadow. And the king is so sad. He wants to see a verdant vision. So, you'll have to make your verdant vision from those clouded memories at your diviner's altar. Since I've already got this made, I'm just going to shimmer a wing back to town and work on making the verdant vision. Go to the diviner's altar right here, and when you go to build, you'll see something new. It is called a verdant vision, and you need 3 clouded memories, 1 milk blossom, 1 daffodilly, and 1 coral lily. This is why I grabbed more than 1. I already have one of the what was that, white? Yeah, I already have one already on me for white. I need to have a yellow and a purple. So we'll come right here to this grass, and we'll make our yellow and purple real quick. So we'll grab that out. We only need to take 1. And we'll grab that out, and we only need 1. Swap that out for this. And throw these in there, because we don't need it. Alright. We'll do 1 at a time so they don't fill up my bags. We plant the coral lily bud. There's our pink. Grab our shovel. Dig it up. There's our 1 for the pink. Now we're going to do the same thing for the yellow. Grab our shovel. Dig it up. There's our yellow. So we have white, yellow, and pink. you need 1 for the little globs and 1 for the verdant vision. So you need 2 of each flower color in total. Alright, once you have 1 of all 3 and your clouded memories, 3 of them, you can craft your verdant vision at the diviner's altar. Alright, once you do that, it'll give you your message. You made a verdant vision. Then you take that verdant vision back to the King Ooze. Before I do that, I'm going to prepare for your other challenge, other than the base level. The base level self-explanatory challenge. You just have to get your base level to level 4 before you end the chapter. All you gotta do is decorate it, build rooms. Alright, so before we leave, we're going to do our final challenge for this chapter, and that is defeating the Dragon Lord with no legendary auroral armor. And you can't wear legendary armor when you defeat the Dragon Lord, basically. So, to complete this quest, not only do I have to remove the auroral armor that I'm currently wearing, I have to also remove the hero shield that I'm wearing. And we're basically going in with just our Sword of Kings and our 2 rings on. Other than that, you are naked. But it doesn't end there. Me just removing these items will not give me credit for the challenge. You have to have them totally out of your inventory for you to get credit. So, you have to go here, offer, go to your equipment tab, and you have to put them out of your equipment. So, hero shield has to go away, and auroral armor has to go away. They're fine in the coffer. If they are in the equipment coffer, they will not count for you having them on you. So I'm also going to throw these cursed pieces of what in there too. And those old shoes I had. I could put on the shield and the plate armor, but I challenge myself by just doing it with no armor and no shield. Sword and rings only. That's it. So, with that being said, I will put those in the bank too. So, all I have is weapon, my Sword of Kings, my sledgehammers, just in case I need to break rocks, and a shovel, and my 2 rings, my ring of strength ring, and my ring of criticality. Alright, now that we've gotten that out of the way, and putting our legendary equipment inside the colossal coffer, I cannot stress that enough. If you don't do that step, you will not get credit, and you'll have to redo it like I did. Just removing them, or unequipping them, does not cut it. You can't have them with you at all. Alright, so now that we have those removed, we can go fight the Dragon King. So what we're going to do is eat some food, because it doesn't matter how many herbs, how many healing things you have, and you think you're prepared to fight this guy, you lose everything when you start the fight. Totally. So, it doesn't matter what you have on you. You're going to lose all of your items down here. So, none of that matters. I'm going to clean that up real quick. And we're going to go ahead and save it. Well, actually, I don't need to save it. Let's just go ahead and fight the Dragon Lord. But on our way to fighting the Dragon Lord, we're going to complete our other challenge for the Verdant Vision. Which all we have to do is use our Rainbow Drop, go revisit that King Glob, and show him the Verdant Vision to get credit for that challenge. So now that we have already found our Sword of Ruin, and we have, once we show this Verdant Vision to the Ooze King, we will have credit for all of the challenges for the chapter except for the Boss King with no armor, the base upgrade to level 4, which I'm not doing that part on this. That part's pretty self-explanatory. I don't feel like throwing a bunch of decorations in right now. It's not necessary. All you gotta do is decorate your base and you will get it to level 4. Alright. And we're gonna climb back up this hill and go back to the King Glob. Once you're back up to him, he's still wanting to see that Verdant Vision. Give him the Verdant Vision. My eyes, slurp. You can talk to him again, and his story changes. What the? It was only for a short slime, but I thought I saw the world looking green and grassy again. Your powers are amazing. Are more amazing than I first thought, Builder. You were even able to reconstruct a monster's memories. I cannot join you in your struggle, but please, take this. It's the least I can do to thank you for reminding me of the good old slimes. And he gives you 3 cookies. The ginger dough cookies. Which is food that heals you for 10 health and works on your hunger. Which, that's fine. We're not worried about any of that because we're going to lose all of it when we go to fight the Dragon King anyways. So let me put my sword back on. And you don't even have to break that barrier down there. Just to follow the mountain right around the corner. And your dragons, your Dragon King or Lord is right there. There's the next gate, right on the other side. Just drive your car right across, right through. You can't break any of those, so just keep driving. Ride your car, beat them without one, doesn't matter. Just as long as you get through them. Alright, and then you'll also have these guys. Yeah, I can charge 2 with my car. Alright, so you have 1 caster and 3 total of these knights. And 1 dragon that you'll have to worry about on your way to fighting the Dragon King. Actually, it's 2 casters. Forgot about the one on this side. Alright. We got the 3 knights out of the way. There goes the caster. I'm going to go ahead and heal up. Because I'm about to fight the dragon. And there's the dragon. Just take him out with your Bashmobile or whatever you want to use. It's that simple right there. Alright, once you defeat the dragon, you are at the Dragon King's lair. Or so you thought. There's no Dragon King in the throne. Examine it. You don't have to. The faintest drought can be felt coming from behind the throne. If you look, the wall doesn't look right. Go ahead and take your sledgehammer. And wow, look at that. A secret passage. Right behind that throne is the real passage to the Dragon King. Gives you a chance to make healing creams or whatever. But you don't get to bring anything inside anyways, so it don't really matter. Because it's going to remove the only stuff I need for this is in the first phase of the fight. You lose everything when you hit the second phase. Everything. Literally. So what I'm going to do is eat that food so he's full on hunger. And then I'm going to go ahead and fight the Dragon Lord. And this will finish our final challenge. Alright. And here's the Dragon Lord himself. So thou art come before me at last. I am the Dragon Lord, Master of Masters, King of Kings. I did not anticipate the coming of one such as thee. Thou art no hero. Thou art naught but a flawed and feeble puppet of Rubus, forsaken by thy master. And yet there is a fire in thine eyes. A fearful force burneth within thee. This power of creation thou wieldest is a terrible thing indeed, and thou knowest full well. Thou hast seen it with thine own eyes, hast thou not? In Cantlin, Rimildar, Kull, and Galenholm. In every place the humans used their powers to rebel against their fate, and brought a fate more miserable still upon their heads. I had no choice but to eliminate that corrupting power. Had I not done so, this world would have been thrown out of balance and fallen into ruin once more. So come, builder. Allow me to eliminate the last vestige of mankind's corruption, thee. And here is the first phase of the Dragon King fight. It is a two-phase fight. The best thing you could do is stand right here behind this gargoyle at this angle. It is the safest place for you, because he will shoot them fireballs and everything constantly. And he will curse you so you cannot use items throughout it. When you get to the big guy, he will do his charge. Just dodge it. Get him while he's back. Once you get him down, it drops the Dragon Lord's defenses right there, and wham, just like you saw. You got your first hit on the Dragon Lord. The only reason they're hit, well, I have no armor. I am doing the challenge, not armored. I wouldn't recommend this for your first time fighting the Dragon Lord. Alright. Now that I've got his shield down again, as you saw from before, I took my hits on the Dragon Lord and back to the same spot. This is the zone you need to live in right here. It is the absolute best spot for you to be in. With the exception of that. Sometimes you will get a lucky strike like that. Alright, now that we got that second one down, there's one more wave of it. Oh, that was actually cheap. He flew over it. That normally doesn't happen. He actually glitched and flew on top of the gargoyle. They always, man, fly around it. Yep, we'll just go ahead and return to battle. That's fine. I expect, man, it had to happen, man, at least once or twice, because I am not wearing any armor at the moment. At all. It'll take a little bit of practice if you haven't done it before. I'm going to skip through this text because we've already gone through it once. Because he doesn't say anything different. And then you start the first phase again. If you die in the second phase, it's going to bring you right back to this same spot, back to phase 1. Ah, really? Normally it doesn't, man, actually hit you on the sides like that. But, oh, let's do it again. Let me scoot up closer so I can see it a little bit better. But that is the safest zone as long as it doesn't do stupid stuff to you. That I have found. And it normally works out very well. Let me skip through this part and get to phase 1. Greetings, Squall Shade. How are you today? Alright, you're going to stand here in this corner. It's the safest spot for you. Alright, when he charges over there, you hit him in the back. And that will drop the Dragon Lord's shield if you take that guy out. Get as many hits as you can in. And it'll knock you back. Heal up, whatever you got to do before the little guys get to you. Do it again. Well, as long as he dies quick. I didn't crit on that go, so he didn't die immediately. Get your hits in on the Dragon Lord, and it'll knock you back again. Go ahead and heal if you can use items. You don't have to worry about being cursed if you're not doing the challenge. Because if you are wearing the auroral armor, that challenge does not affect you. So you can still use items whenever you want. I am not wearing it because I am doing the challenge. So you are affected by that curse and cannot use items when cursed. See? Rock is cursed and cannot use items. Alright, got him in the back, and there's one more set, but I can use items now. You gotta be careful of those fireballs, though. They are everywhere. Got him. His shield dropped, and this should get us to phase 2. There you go. Alright. 'Twould seem I underestimated thee. How came a weakling child to wield such power? Ah, I see it now. This strength is not thine alone, but that of thy creations. 'Tis regrettable indeed that thou shouldst brandish this power against me. For it is feeble in comparison to the true power of mine own. Grah. Alright, and this is going to show him a little bit more conversation, and then he will go into phase number 2 of the boss fight. Hear me, Larok. Before I reveal to thee my true strength, I will make thee an offer, the same I made unto the last visitor to darken these halls. Join me, and half this world shall be thine. 'Tis an offer few would refuse. Thou art no hero, Larok. Thy part in Rubus's schemes is already ended. Let not thy life be cut short in turn. Be not afeard. The world I grant unto thee will not be one of darkness. 'Twill be a land of light and liberty, where thou mightest build a kingdom in thine own image. So, Larok, I give thee one last chance. Come, take thy rightful place at my side. Do so, and I will grant you unto thee dominion over half this world. What sayest thou? Wilt thou rule beside me? I'm gonna say no. Then thou meanest to challenge me. Know, Larok, that if thou failest, the towns and villages that thou hast built upon these lands will be reduced to rubble, and all thy friends and fellows will meet their dooms. Every trace of thine existence will be wiped from the face of the earth. Art thou truly prepared to venture the future of mankind on a battle thou cannot win? Thou wilt have no regrets. So be it. Then come, fool, know thine insignificance. Larok, my child, can you hear me? Rubus? What's the meaning of this? Larok, you are not a hero. It was never within your power to defeat the Dragon Lord. However, with the creations you have built and the friends you have made, you can now call upon a power far greater than your own. Go, my child. Together we shall slay the Dragon Lord low. Ha ha ha, impertinent wretch. Come, Larok, look upon my true power and despair. Alright, and this is move away from that. And then your friends, so you block his next bite. And then you can get some hits in on his. Move again, because he's gonna breathe. Then he's gonna fly again and try to bite. So he actually missed my shield that time. He's gonna breathe again. There we go. We blocked his bite. Now we can hit his face. Alright, now we come to the next part. He's gonna breathe again. Then you're gonna try to block his bite. There you go. Get his hit points down a little bit further, and he switches to the next phase. Now he's gonna back up, and he's going to start lobbing dark balls of energy, and you're gonna have to avoid them the whole time. And he's also going to summon minions to help him. Now, you're going to be trying to avoid those dark balls of energy at the same time as fighting his minions. But your friends will be dropping items for you to try to help you out. Sometimes they drop useful items. Sometimes they don't. Oh, got hit by that dark blast. Now, here's another tip. You can use these Cantlin shields to block these incoming charges from these guys, and it will stun them if they charge it. If they're not on top of the shield, that is. He kinda did a cheap trick on that. Wow. That one kinda hurt. Alright, and that minion's down, and we've got one more left. Let's remove that shield. Got him down. Right as I was getting some more herbs too, really. Alright, and then he should go to his next phase. So he's going to come back up after doing his charges and all of that. He's going to lob some more of that black dark energy at you. And here he's going to switch to something different. He's going to start channeling a new energy, and you're going to have to build a stack 5 high, so that way you're safe from that flame he puts. It will still hurt you from the fall, but then he will try to bite. Well, actually, he breathes and then he bites. No, you can shoot him with the cannon on this part. My bad. He's charging up for his dark energies. Here's where you can put down cannons and shoot at the big man. If he don't destroy your cannons, that is. Stone wall again, so you do stack 5 high. Any higher damages you more, or leaves you in the air like that. Then he's gonna breathe again. Grab the cannon and try to shoot him while you can. To deal some damage to the boss. Alright, he's gone to another phase because I've done enough damage to him. He's going to summon minions again and start shooting more of that dark energy at me. Alright, you would think food is useless on this battle, but is actually very helpful. You want to eat those bunny burgers that you get, because they do give you a buff to your attack and to your attack. There's another food that will drop that gives you buffs to your defense. And especially if you're like me doing a challenge and have 0 armor at all because you took it off, you're going to need that extra defense. This plate right here is one of them that gives you defense. The sailor stew that they drop. Ah, quit charging it. Alright, I got him defeated. Now it will go to another set of minions, which is his dragons. So I'm going to use that stew while I can. And now if you look at the top left of the screen, you will see both an increase to attack and an increase to defense. Alright, I took out one of his dragons with the cannon. And then he destroyed my cannon with his dark blasts. Now this green dragon poisons. Alright, both dragons down. And now he's going to go on another power. He's going to still finish that lob on me of 3. Then he's going to go to the next phase. And he's going to come up and start biting again. That's when you can hit him in the mouth. If you put a Cantland shield down, then he'll back up and he'll get mad and he'll throw more of those dark energies at you. That's when you put down more cannons, if they give you some. They haven't, so I'm just avoiding lobs. And I'll try to, he'll start charging up for the next flame set, so you gotta do your 5 stack. It's gotta be 5 high at the minimum, because 4 puts you in the flame. And then he'll do another bite. I didn't have a shield ready, and nor was I close enough to stop that one, so then he'll do a fire. But I did get a cannon now, so I can shoot him while he's doing this charge up. To get some of that extra life off of him. He's channeling again. And when he's channeling, you need to do your 5 stack. Then get ready, your shield ready for his bite, which he missed my shield, so I didn't get him with it. Then he'll do his breath. Then he's back to there, so hopefully you get cannons. He's not going to give me cannons, so he's going to give me the blocks instead. It's alright, my food wore off, so I'm going to eat some while I'm dodging. And he's going to do another bite. Still no cannons. Get my Caitlyn shield ready just in case. Nope, he's not biting. I need to do blocks because he's building up the energy. It's got to be 5 high. Get a shield ready just in case. He's biting. And he did. That should be it right there. Boom. And that is the challenge with beating him without the honor and completing all challenges during the chapter. You literally have to make sure you go ahead and put your armor in the magical coffer, your colossal coffer, or you won't get credit for that fight for the challenge. Alright. Larak, my child, you have done well. The Dragon Lord is no more. From the dawn of time, the Dragon Lord and I have sought to intercede in the eternal struggle between mankind and the monsters. For eons, I have... What? We should forget about the old fairy stories for now and concentrate on clearing away this darkness? Yes, perhaps you are right. Go forth, my child, and reconstruct the sphere of light. Alright. Go ahead and hit build on that. Alright, and then you get more stories. Larak rebuilds the sphere of light. Well done, my child. Now, Larak, raise the sphere of light to the heavens and clear away the darkness. Alright. There he is, raising his sphere of light. Alright, and the light returns to a left guard. Larock, I am so very proud of you. You have made this land of a left guard alive again. Larock, my child, that you were able to defeat the Dragon Lord is due to all that you have built, both your creations and your bonds of friendship. Though this was not the outcome I had anticipated, I thank you from the bottom of my heart for proving me wrong. Ah, but Larock, what is the matter? Are you alright? Oh, my poor child. Come back to me, Larock. I fear that my prediction was true. The vital energies that I breathe into you are nigh exhausted. Your body will soon relinquish its grip on your soul. I always knew that this would happen. It was never for you to defeat the Dragon Lord. Pardon? What did you say? You picked this path yourself, so I shouldn't sweat it. Ha ha ha. Oh, Larock, you always did have a way with words. In all honesty, it seems you have not changed since the very first moment we met. Larock, my child, there is one thing that I often wonder. Why did the hero who came before you accept the Dragon Lord's offer? I cannot claim to fully comprehend the human mind, and yet it seems to me that this, too, was a very human choice. But let us not dwell on the past. Come, Larock, your triumphant homecoming is at hand. Let us return to Tantagel, where all your friends await you. I will tell the princess of your condition. Though you have but little life remaining, it should be enough. Alright. Alright, everybody's here lined up to talk to you. And they're all happy. Let's talk to the princess. Oh, my dear brave Larock, thou hast defeated the Dragon Lord and restored the light to this benighted realm. But at what price? Rubus has told me what fate is to befall thee. She did say that thine energies are nigh exhausted, and thy mortal body will soon give up the ghost. And also, that thou represent not thy decision. Oh, Larock, throughout my cosseted girlhood, oft did I dream of the hero who would deliver my kingdom from the Dragon Lord. I must admit, thou art somewhat different to the man I imagined. And yet, oh, Larock, we have all been waiting and praying for thy safe return. I'm sure everyone else is as eager to congratulate you as I am. Neglect them not, I prithee. When thou art ready, I bid thee speak with me again, mayhap for the final time. Alright, my hero. So here, it gives you a chance to talk to everybody before you end the chapter and the game. So I can go ahead and talk to everybody, and then I can talk to the princess and complete the chapter. So we'll start with Ellie. Larock, do you remember that we spoke before about a certain matter that was bothering me? I simply couldn't imagine why the scion of the legendary hero would say yes to that Dragon Lord's offer. I've been mulling it over for some time now, and I think I've finally hit on a possible explanation. It all fell into place when I saw you fly over to fight the Dragon Lord. As the descendant of the mythical hero, that warrior must have spent his whole life being heralded as a savior by everyone around him. From the moment of his birth, his path in life was already plotted out. He never had a chance to make a decision for himself until the Dragon Lord presented him with one. If I had been put in the same situation, I know what I'd be thinking. I'd be wondering what would happen if I said yes. I don't think he actually wanted to rule over half the world, you know. I think he was just curious to see what would happen if he did the unexpected. It may have been a truly disastrous decision, but I understand why he might have made it. See, it was the only time he went against his sacred duty in the whole of his life. Compared to you, Larok, he was an absolute saint. Alright, Rubus be praised. Let's talk to Mr. Merlin. Larok, my boy, a matter hath been preying on my mind for some years now. Why must sages, spirits, and soothsayers speak in such opaque and portentous proclamations? If thy duty had been plainly spelt out from the very beginning, and thou hadst been given the materials by which the ancient altar was to be rebuilt, then many of the travails thou didst face in thy quest might have been avoided. Those pompous swaggers, grandstanding malaperts, their wretched abstrusities vexeth me beyond measure. Now that I think on it, as a seer myself, mayhap 'tis not my place to criticize the arcane admonitions of others. I prithee, Larok, do not tell Rubus I spake of this. Alright. We are eternally in your debt, he says. Alright, I'm going to speak to Andrew first, our resident drool monster. Thanks for clearing away the darkness, Slurp, Larok. I don't mean to rain on your parade, but even though you got rid of the Dragon Lord, it's only a matter of time before another one shows up, and another one after that. The war between the monsters and the humans isn't over just yet. Alright, woohoo, you did it. Alright, I'm going to speak to these two before I speak to Rolo and Barbella. So we'll start at this one. Lance. Look around thee, Larok. Breathe the air, all is good and bright once more. The light that doth fill the skies is so beautiful. The breezes that caress one's cheek, so gentle. If there was one benefit to this world being shrouded in darkness, it is this. Now that the shroud is removed, our eyes are opened to the true wonder of Alefgard once more. I pray that this feeling will never fade for so long as I live. And thousand thanks, Larok, a thousand, nay, there's not a number equal to the debt of gratitude Alefgard oweth unto thee. I can scarce believe it. Alright, let's talk to Tristan. Tell me, Larok, when thou didst beard the Dragon Lord in his den, did he say aught unto thee? For instance, did he explain wherefore he only took away mankind's power to build, and not our lives? 'Tis a question that hath long puzzled me. From our own standpoint, the Dragon Lord is the embodiment of evil, of all evil. And yet, from a monster's perspective, he is the master of all masters, a king among kings. Surely such a lofty personage would not stoop to destroying the world or murdering mankind on naught but a whim. There must be some intelligence behind his schemes, no matter how alien they appear to us. It seemeth to me that whether a course of action is deemed reasonable or treasonable dependeth entirely on one's point of view. 'Tis a fascinating conundrum indeed. Alright, huzzah for the builder. Alright, we'll go ahead and do Rollo, and then we'll do Miss Barbella. Larok, my friend, after you left Cantlin, I returned to my studies and finished reading the Cantlin Chronicle from cover to cover. And on the very last page, I made a very interesting discovery. It would seem that you yourself are a man-made creation. After the Dragon Lord snatched the light from the sky and took away their power to build, the people of Leftguard had truly hit rock bottom. Each and every one of them prayed for the day that a hero would come to rebuild their ruined world. As the years went by, this longing turned into legend, and the people began to wait for what they believed was the long-destined birth of the builder. And so, benevolent Rubus listened to her children's pleas and granted you the life and the power that you have today. She made you the builder that Leftguard had been waiting for so long. Well, Larok, isn't that the perfect tale with which to end your adventures? And engagingly told, too, even if I do say so myself. I knew that reading all 200,000 pages of the Cantlin Chronicle would pay off. Ha ha ha, cough. His maniacal laughs. Alright, that is Rollo's final, and our final conversation will be Barbella and the princess again. Barbella, let's see. Watch ya, Larok. This world we're living in now, it is the way it is 'cause some witless wonder said yes to the Dragon Lord's offer, right? Well, that reminds me of something Galileo used to say. With every choice we make, a new possibility is born, and the universe expands. Which means there's another possible world out there where the Dragon Lord got walloped for the first time around. Compared to that one, our world took a bit of a beating on its way to finding peace again. But I'm kinda glad it did. After all, if it hadn't, I'd never have gotten to meet you. I always knew you'd do it. Alright, that was Miss Barbella. Let's go ahead and talk to the princess. Ah, Larok, hast thou spoken to all thy friends? I know not if they did reveal it to thee, but we have prepared a small banquet to celebrate the light returning to our world. Well, my friend, shall we begin the celebrations? Yes, we shall. Larok, my dear friend, For defeating the Dragon Lord and restoring the light to my kingdom, I am eternally thankful. If it were not for thee and thy building abilities, this world would still be shrouded in darkness. My dear Larock, thou art not the hero chosen by the Almighty Goddess, nor art thou the hero I did call to mind in my girlish daydreams. However, though it may seem trite, I believe this to be true. One doth not perform heroic deeds because one is a hero. One becometh a hero by performing heroic deeds. That is why, to me, nay, to all of us, thou art a hero above all others. Larock, my friend, Rubus did tell me what it is to become of thee. Thou wilt soon disappear from this place, and there is naught that can be done to prevent it. But if we pray for it with all our hearts, I know that we shall meet again. Come, Larock, let us begin the feast. We shall celebrate Alefgard's long-awaited revival together. Alright, we got confetti and trumpets and lots of celebrations. Congratulations, thou hast restored peace unto the world, but there are many roads yet to travel. May the light shine upon thee. And there's actually a movie after these credits. An additional movie. So I let the credits roll. It only takes a couple of minutes. I'll be right back. I should be back before the movie plays. Alright. And you actually don't get your chapter completion rewards shown until after the movie, after the credits. The credits come, then the movie comes, and then when that finishes, it'll finally show you your chapter completion rewards. To show you if you got any of the challenges completed. Which I already have all of them completed, so it's going to tell me, yeah, they're all already complete. But that's what you have to do to complete them, is what this broadcast was for. music is peaceful. Alright, here comes the movie. Morning, boss. And a nice night. Had a nice night, did you? You was hammering away in your sleep with a massive grin plastered over your mug. What were you dreaming about this time? You weren't dreaming. A likely story. Even your little legs were going like the clappers. Phew. Trust my luck. Working for a gaffer who's gone soft in the head. Talking of work, let's get to it, eh? This place ain't gonna build itself. Honestly, whose bright idea was it to rebuild Tantagel Castle and Tantagel Town into one enormous city? You're the only one in the left guard who can do it, boss. We're all counting on you. Come on then, boss. Let's get building. The new apprentices can't wait to see the way you stack up them blocks. Core blimey. Feast your eyes on that, lads. That's how a proper builder does it. Just wait till we get started on that castle across the sea, eh? By the time we're done with it, it'll be blinking gorgeous. You know what, boss? You ain't no normal builder. You're a builder with a capital B. The world continues to turn, and the legend of the builder lives on. Finish. Alright. And once you get to that, then it will actually bring up your chapter results. Which I actually completed all of them except for the build your base level 4 on this run. But that's because I didn't feel like building my base decorations up. Because I already have all of the chapter challenges complete. But on this walkthrough, we did complete it in the speed time. We completed the chapter within 30 game days because we completed it in 26 with the challenges also beat. So we defeated the Dragon Lord without wearing the legendary armor. We showed a verdant image to a certain someone, which was the King Ooze, and we found the Sword of Ruin. So if you complete all of those, you will get those extra items and rewards for completing those chapter challenges. And those are all items that you can use and are available in your free build mode. Alright, and that free build mode is Terra Incognita. And as you can see, I already have the chapter challenges beat on all 5 chapters. All of them are complete, so I actually have everything unlocked. There's chapter 2, chapter 3, and chapter 4. Now if you want to know or see any of those other chapters, all of my videos are on my Twitch channel, so you can view them at any time you want. I have completed the walkthroughs for all 4 chapters, plus separate videos for the challenges themselves. So if you have any questions, send me a message, send me a tweet, send me a message on PSN, or however you want to contact me. Send me a message on one of my live streams. I have gotten all of them beat, so I can answer any of the questions you should have. And if you also have any requests to have anything built, just give me a man shout and request any other games you would like to play, or anything you want to have me build in free build mode. I can always build anything possible in Terra Incognita within reason. And go ahead and do broadcasts on those as well. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and end this broadcast because that is the end of Chapter 4 with challenges completed. Thank you for watching, and I hope you all have a great day.